Hello YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I wanted to show you what was inside a overhead microwave that would sit over a stove or a range. It's a pretty big unit. I got this from my coworker. It was from his mother or mother-in-law's house. I had scrapped it out 2 days ago, and I was just going to throw this in my scrap steel pile, but I decided I was going to do a video and show how much copper you can actually find inside these types of units. This one was manufactured in 2005, so it is 17 years old, and you know, I think there's going to be a fair amount of copper in it. Everything's stripped. I've already removed every piece of wire, switch, the motor, the transformer, the fan motor, the carousel motors, and I've got that at my desk right now. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this in my scrap steel pile, and then I'm going to bring you guys back and show you what I actually pulled from the unit. Everything isn't stripped down completely yet. I haven't really even started on that part of it. But I will show you, and I'll probably do a time lapse of me stripping down all the stuff, and then we'll get a final weigh-in as to how much copper was actually in this unit. And this is going to be my first premiere video for my new series, How Much Copper? And pretty much that's going to be, you know, I'm going to get items off the road or, you know, wherever I get them from, and I'm going to pretty much say how much copper is inside this or whatnot. So, and this is the first video for it. So we'll see how this works out. But let me go ahead and get to my desk and I'll bring you back. Okay guys, we're back. This was everything that I pulled in that overhead microwave that sits over a stove. This transformer here, those two windings inside are both copper. I already cut a small piece off of the thicker wire here, and it definitely is copper. So this is going to be where most of the money came from for this unit. We got some various wire here. This is for the, I think it's for the fan. If there's, there's a fan in there, and that's the fan motor. These are very easy to strip. You just put it in the vise and just bang this out, and then break these pieces of plastic off, and then just pull all the copper off. Very easy to do, which I'll show that on my video. This is a circuit board. There's a small transformer on here. This box has a very tiny spool of copper inside, and it also has a silver contact, which I'm going to bust that open and I'll show you how to take those apart. Really not too much left on here, so once I take that piece off, I'm probably just going to throw the whole board in my low-grade boards bin. This transformer is too small, and I'm not even going to bother trying to get the copper off of that, so I'll just probably break that off and throw that in my transformers bin, you know, the ones that I don't strip down. So that's the circuit board there. Got another little board here, which is got a nice piece of copper on here. There's iron ferrite inside here, so you have to break this off and try to break it apart, and then you can pull the copper off, so that's pretty easy. So I'll strip that off. This was actually, because it was an overhead microwave, the fan for the you know, the hood fan, it was actually built in, and there was actually an extra motor inside, and there's a lot of copper on this. So I'll show you how I break those down. And then we had two carousel motors right here. They're fairly easy to strip. There's not a lot of copper in them, but they're very easy to break apart. So I'll show you how I strip those down. And then we've got the wire here, which I will cut off the brass connectors, like these pieces right here. And there's a couple other ones. There's one that I snapped off. And then I will strip the wire in the stripping machine. Some of the thinner gauge wire like this, I might not strip, but I am going to try it. And if it does strip pretty easily, then, you know, I will add that to the weight. So anyways, we'll go ahead and start breaking all this stuff down, and we'll bring it back for a final weigh-in. that's all the copper I've got so far. That's cleaned. Number two, most of it's number two. It's got a lacquer on it, so that'll burn off in the furnace. But I tried to get most of the tape off of this stuff here, because that stuff really stinks when you try to melt it. So it's just a really disgusting smell. But yeah, so this is the wire I'm not going to strip. It's very thin wire. I don't know if you can really see from here, but it's just too small for my stripping machine. And yeah, this is the stuff in my hand I'm going to go ahead and strip down and get the extra copper out of. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and we'll bring it back for a final weigh-in. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let's see. Okay. It's set up to pounds and ounces. So let's get a container here. Should we get our little container here? Oh, let's see. There we go. A little container. I'm going to tear it out. Let's see. Make sure. Yep. Okay, we're good. So, there's all the copper. So, let's start out again. There might be a couple pieces I'm not going to be able to get, but let's see. There we go. Here's what we're going to do. Get in there. Looks like 2 pounds, 14.9 ounces. Well, guys, I screwed up. Before I actually start melting, I actually found a little bit of the copper wire that I stripped, and I forgot to actually include it in the bucket. So I had 2 pounds, 14.9 ounces of copper. We're going to add this to the total. This was from that microwave. I just left it on my desk where the wire stripping machine was, and I forgot to grab it. So we've got another 2.4 ounces. So that puts us at 3 pounds, 1.3 ounces of pure copper. So we'll go ahead and get this melted down, and we'll show you what we ended up with afterwards. Okay, guys, we're all cleaned up on the bar. Trying to get that glare out of there. But yeah, this is the bar, all polished up. Looks pretty nice, actually. There's a couple imperfections up here in the corner. But you know, that was from pouring it too fast. But my glove was starting to catch on fire due to the intense heat from the crucible. So I just wanted to get it poured as quickly as possible. So we had about 3 pounds, 1 ounce of copper before we melted it. And let's see what we ended up with. We ended up with 2 pounds, 13.2 ounces. So we lost about 3.5 ounces roughly. So, yeah, not too bad. That was because all the lacquer that was on the transformer windings. So I knew I was going to be losing some of it. But hey, not too bad considering that was just from 1 microwave. And yeah, I'm pretty happy about that because it's definitely another addition to the stack, which now we're currently up to, with this included, 105 pounds. So there's a nice little close-up of it if you guys want to see what I got. So anyways, this concludes how much copper is inside series, video 1 of the series rather. I will be doing future videos of this content, so be sure to subscribe so you can tune in to my next video. And if you think anybody's interested in this kind of stuff, feel free to go ahead and share it. It only helps out the channel and it helps out me. So anyways, thank you very much for watching, and happy scrapping.